So just a couple of days ago, I uploaded a Makanko video, and you guys seem to really quite enjoy it. But since that upload, I've won quite a lot of games, enough to shoot me straight into Master Tier. So since I have absolutely nothing better to do, I decided screw it. I'll go ahead and create some really cringy clickbait thumbnail and bait all of you guys into watching a second Makanko video. And if you're not playing Makanko already, hopefully by the end of this video, you will be. So obviously, as I just uploaded a Makanko video just the other day, I won't be going through any of the cards or talking about the deck list or what exactly is in my list or anything like that in this video, because I've already done that just a couple of days ago. So if you want to check out a more deck list focused video, go check out that other video. I used the exact same deck list in this video as showcased in that one, so go check out that video. This one is just going to be more of an extension of it, going through a whole bunch of replays I've gotten since recording that one, and essentially showing my climb up into Master Tier, because I had a very easy climb. As you can see, my match history is like 16 games that I've won and 4 losses or something, which is an absurd win rate. So yeah, this deck list, I just wanted to showcase a few more replays showing some of the cooler stuff this deck list can do. For anyone that is still not convinced they should be investing into Makanko, because this shit is hella fun. Alright, let's get into it. So I have no idea how many of these replays I'm going to show today, because I don't really know how long 9 or however many replays I've got here takes to go through. Normally I only showcase like 3 or 4 in most of my videos, so we'll see. If it gets to about 25 minutes-ish, I'll cut it off, but we'll see. Alright. So up against, I think, starting with a Mech player, but I don't quite remember all these replays because I recorded them a couple of days ago now, but we'll see. Alright. So, Mech player going to Standish, Mech combo, searching for the trap card, of course. Grabbing out the monster. Summoning out, see summoning further, going to a Splash Mage, reviving back. Wait, did he even do a revive back there? Or did he just summon a Splash? I guess he was... Wait, did he just not revive with the Splash Mage? I guess he was waiting to after summoning with the Transcode Talker, maybe? Nope, he just went into a Splash Mage and then didn't use its effect? Okay. Alright. Hey, I'm not a Mech player, so I don't know. Oh, maybe he was waiting for here. Yeah, he was, okay. I'm definitely not a Mech player, so I don't know how the combos work with this deck. Ending on a Heat Soul, drawing an extra card, and then using all of those to go into the brand new Firewall Dragon. Now, I've actually had a couple of opponents do this against me as their end field. I was very confused because this card doesn't really do anything. It sends something from like the extra deck or deck to graveyard or something, some Cyberse monster. So I don't actually know what this deck is meant to do because both times I just kaiju'd it or removed it. So I assume there's some sort of interaction here that's meant to go on, but I don't know what it is yet. One day I'll actually let the Cyberse player play without just Lava Goleming him or hitting me with a fat Kaiju Slumber. Alright, so try to do some draw. Of course, have to start with the Extravagance because it forces you to use it at the start of the main phase. Bit of an interesting hand, actually. It's not that great. Alright, so forces out his Dark Fluid. He's Dragon Flare, whatever the hell this thing's called. Yeah, it is Dark Fluid. Kaijuing him, giving me the bigger Kaiju, giving him a 3k one. Banshee's a card, returning that to the deck. That's still fine, we can use our Hidden Armory, searching for a copy of Fire Dance. So we can summon the red from hand. In doing so, red will then get a search. I did actually note, by the way, if you're wondering why I summoned this from grave, I wasn't sure if that would sort of prevent this trap from doing its thing, but I think he also had 3 extra ones in here anyway, so it didn't matter. Alright, so of course, summoning the red has now equipped it with a card, giving me another search. Giving me my water. Alright, detaching a couple, it's going to send a card from my hand and a card from the field to the graveyard. But thankfully, we've still got a Lava Golem, tributing 2, and we've still got water to use. So water can now bounce back my Kaiju for following turns, and summons out my non-targetable monster as well. And goes my trap. So now I've got a non-targeting, indestructible monster doing a bit of burn damage, of course. And I've got a trap card for a little bit of disruption, so I've got 1 lot of disruption. Alright, summons in dude, goes into his Linkuriboh, which is pretty annoying because it stops my trap card, but thankfully, he tries to go for a Parallel Exceed play, meaning he needs this Link monster on the field for this Parallel Exceed to resolve. So I just activate this. If he tributes off his Linkuriboh to negate it, this thing won't work. If he lets it resolve, well then, it becomes my Link monster, and it also doesn't resolve. And yeah, you can see it's from there. It's a pretty cool little replay there showing off some Makanko stuff, because I know a lot of people in the comments who are really annoyed at like me only showing OTK only replays, despite me showing at least one that wasn't, so I try to get at least a couple in here that weren't just pure OTK. I didn't get any going first replays though, because in the 20 games or so I played after I made the video, I don't think I had a single person choose for me to go first. Not one person. So I won the coin or got the coin toss I wanted every single game. Because that's what Yu-Gi-Oh! Is, everyone chooses to go first. And if they do so, damn does it feel good. Alright, so this player I think was just bad, or didn't know what Makanko did. Because he had an insane... I'm going to fast forward this because he takes a while. He had an insane end field. There was no way he should have lost this. Zero chance. He was saving like his Baron... He was saving his Baron to floor on a gate for like next game or something. He just refused to use it. And it cost him, of course. I don't know, he ends on this insane infield and ends on a Colossus as well. I just think that was this guy. Oh no, it wasn't this guy. That was a different dude. Alright, Pot of Extravagant's going for a draw. Alright, Lava Golem is two dudes. Kaiju gonna be nuking his field. Yeah, this wasn't the guy that was, never mind, it was the other guy I was thinking of. This was a easier Lava Golem to nuke his entire field. This also means that his Punk Trap card's completely useless too. So we have to worry about like an Imperm or a Call by the Grave or something. I think it was actually Imperm Call by. Alright, so I'm searching for my Makanko. Activating its effect to search for my fire. Alright, reviving the fire from the graveyard. Unfortunately had a... Oh, if I didn't discard the fire maybe I could have done something else here. Because this eventually comes back to haunt me. With a slight misplay. Alright, so fortunately no target now, so I'm just going to summon out my Ritual Monster. Alright, banishing to send to the graveyard, sending the water. Getting Impermed, which is really annoying, because this means this card's damage effect doesn't go off anymore. So I can't reverse the damage back at him. Alright, searching for my water here. Alright, equipping to my monster, grabbing red, because I completely forgot that this thing got called by the grave, so... Would have had lethal, but didn't quite have it. Just gave my opponent an extra turn because I forgot about Call by the Grave. Alright, Fenrir, grabbing a Fenrir. I just think he had to go a whole lot of Kashtira cards out of this, I think. It summons 3 cards, swings in, banishes my monster, beats over my other one, and gets me down to, I think, like 300 life points or something? 600 life points? Oh, because of a Call by the Grave misplay. It's fine, I'm gonna banish my Slumber, searching for my final Kaiju. Making sure to get rid of the only card we actually care about on the field, the Banishing Dude, getting that off the field. Searching for a second copy of our spell. I'm just absolutely nuking my extra deck, and this deck just does not care at all. I've got, what, 7 cards left? I do not care. Alright, banishing to send green. Green can, of course, revive the red. Equipping it to it, giving us another search. And yeah, he's just dead on field. And he's gone. Alright, so I definitely played this one pretty badly, but it was still a pretty decent duel anyway. I hope you guys will enjoy it. I think my headphones just run out of battery. Oh my god. Watch how that'll pick up on the mic. I'm not even going to edit that out. Alright. It might not even sound any different to you guys. Had the audio just play through my speaker there instead of my headphones, but it's alright. Alright. So this guy must be the dude that had the insane end field. The one that had the Colossus on field. Punk, searching for his other Punk, doing standardy gross Punk things. I think this one went for a Chaos Ruler, if I'm not mistaken. I think did the whole spiel. Gets up the Chaos Ruler, ends up going into the Vampire Dude later on. I think he does it at the start. Yeah. We've seen it all before. And this guy 100% should have won. Like I said from the This guy had a Baron to floor on the field and just saved the negate, never used it. Or used it, I just don't remember when. Some data Colossus at some point as well. And ended on a whole bunch of shit. Your typical sort of just insert extra deck monster here kind of a deck. Insert generic extra deck monster. He also used this thing too at a weird time. We'll talk about this when he does it, but... So I was very confused by this. Maybe someone in the comments will help me out. Right, there's the vampire, grabbing some more cards. Has a snow as well, in case his field wasn't already strong enough. Jesus, what an end field. And of course an IP Masquerader. No back row though. Alright, so how are we breaking this? So first thing we're doing is activating red, summoning our non-target card. This means now any targeting effects we don't have to worry about, specifically things like the IP into the Nightmare, we don't have to worry about it. Alright, activating our card, summoning our water, sending a card from deck to graveyard, sending red, targeting water on our thing. He uses a Bestial here for some reason. I think it was then to combo with the IP, but I don't think he realized he can't target my stuff, so this is the Bestial that targets when leaves the field. Yeah, there's a targeting effect. So he tried to use the IP and the Bestial to go into a Nightmare to try to remove two, but all these things are untargetable, so yeah, I don't really know what the thought process here was. I guess he just didn't read. Anyway. Removes his own IP, what a nice guy. I'm creating my own card. Again, still refusing to use the Baron negate. I'm not sure what he's waiting for. Go to battle phase. He activates his Heraldic Seal and bounces his own card. Now, I think this card isn't target, so I'm not sure why he didn't target one of my monsters. I'm not really... Maybe I'm missing something here, but I'm pretty sure I'm only immune to non-targeting effects, and this thing bounces, right? Returns to hand, so I don't really know, maybe someone in the comments will tell me what happened there, but either way, he's dead on field. For some reason, didn't use his Baron. His Colossus was stopping me searching for the equipped spell that would have done 15 billion damage by equipping to one of his monsters. So, his Colossus was useful. I don't know what that guy was doing. Alright, on to the next replay. Alright. I'm pretty certain Heraldic Seal was a non-targeting effect, so I'm not really sure why he didn't target my monster with it. Unless I'm actually just completely not understanding that card. Alright. Up against Dogmatica with something. I think this guy just set a bunch of back row. What's the top deck Lightning Storm? I think. No, I didn't. Okay, well. Alright, so I Kaiju his first monster. He now max sees me. I'm still going to go for lethal, I'm pretty sure. Against Solemn Judgment, it's a very dangerous thing to use against a deck like this. Halves his own life points. I don't know about that one. Alright, activate my water. Gets out a punishment. Alright. So my final monster, unfortunately that also gets negated. But thankfully I've now targeted his own monster and burnt him for 5,300 damage. Yeah, I don't know about that one. Easiest Solemn Judgment of my life. Alright. Alright. What do we got? Panda Upando. What's up, big? Oh yeah, it's like I'm playing Pendulum, of course. Pendulum with the brand new Valence stuff. And I think he spent 20 minutes to end on a Apollosa and one other monster, I think. Yeah, I don't know about Valence. I think Valence is one of those deck lists where it does a whole lot of stuff and not a whole lot of nothing, so... Yeah, this guy ends on like one monster part, 2 monsters and passes, and takes 20 minutes to do it. I'm sure it's an interesting deck to the few people that play it, but yeah, definitely not something I enjoy. Alright, finally doing a Pendulum summon. Finally going into, I think, the only fusion monster for ending on Apollosa and passing. It's not even a large Apollosa, it's 2400. Alright, there it is. 2401 monster, which I think just pops a card when it moves its zones. Now there's the real disruption. Activating Max C. Alright, activating the Extravagance. This guy is just, he has no chance. His entire field's gone. Slumber's nuking it. It's actually tempting to run a third Slumber in this deck list. The only reason I'm not is sort of because I'm already playing 2 Kaiju. It feels sort of weird to play a third Slumber when the second one's already guaranteed dead, so I don't know. But it might be worth playing a third one if it's this good. Either way, summoning out my water, searching for my quick play. This guy is so dead on field. He's just so unbelievably dead. And he's gone. Alright, not the worst, not the worst. I have no... Phelan's ending on like 20 minutes and on 2 monsters. Even without a Kaiju, I'm pretty sure you could play through that. Just one Apollosa. Just equip it with the equip spell, just bounce it. Alright. What do we got next? No, I actually opened the double-edged sword. Alright, so use the divine. Oh, it's a Makanko mirror match, and I forced him to go first. Unlucky. Alright, this deck is not too great into going first, of course. And Makanko summoning green, grabbing the trap card. Equipping the metal silver armor. I guess this is some sort of like going first play or something. It just stops like, I don't know what it does. It stops like targeting effects or something. Your opponent cannot use the effect of a spell, trap, or monster effect that targets one monster except the equipped monster. Right. Sure. Well, thankfully I have a lightning storm, so I don't care about any of that. And then I have another I really should play a third copy of this. It's so goddamn good. It nukes the whole field, 2 Kaijus. Search my Makanko. Of course, this will grab the quick play. Alright, sending a card from the deck to the grave, grabbing the red. Reviving the red. Can revive an opponent's monster if I want to, don't choose to. And double-edged sword is more than enough for lethal here. Oh yeah, oh he is dead. That's 10k, and he's gone. This card is disgusting. Alright, on to the final replay. Not sure if this was the rank up or not. I think this was the rank up into Master, was this match? I think Master Duel shows it like the Duel Links rank up does. Alright. Ooh, double pot of Extravagance, not the greatest hand. Oh yeah, this is actually kind of adorable. This person, directly after this game, actually DM'd me on Twitter. He DM'd me on Twitter saying good game, so that was pretty cute. Alright. So paid actor was a viewer of mine, actual paid actor. Alright. So, not the greatest hand. Normally this matchup in particular, the Pearly matchup, is extremely free because they end on 1 monster and you just Kaiju it. Like, it's like the easiest matchup ever. Sometimes they end on 2 monsters and you just Lava Golem it. Same thing. I'd say most of the time they end on 2 monsters, so it should be pretty free. Unfortunately, I did not draw a Kaiju and I did not draw a Lava Golem, so he's going to be doing all of his Pearly stuff and we're just going to have to try to play through it. And use the Max C as well. Alright, Extravagant's going to try and draw a couple of cards. Again, missing the Kaiju, so no Kaiju still. You actually saved the Ash Blossom. I don't know about saving Ash Blossom. I think I always use it on Extravagance. I wouldn't let my opponent draw 2 cards. Alright, Lightning's still on the back row, so if we remove this, he doesn't get any doesn't get any his quick plays back. Tiny's monster to equip it. Unfortunately, he destroys it. Oh, sorry, shuffles it back into the deck. Activating Hidden Armory, tries to grab a second one, because he didn't actually wait till I used the once per turn effect, so I can use it again. I then activated the other one to try and see if I could bait him. I thought maybe if I activate this, they look pretty similar. Maybe he would destroy it thinking I used it. Fortunately, he read the card. Unlucky. So then he just pops this one, and yeah, that's a bit rough. Really need this to resolve, but thankfully he has no more returns now, so... Although we probably can't lethal him this turn, at least we're not, yeah, we're not dead. So we already used this one's turn effect, and he got Ash Blossom, so... Just hoping he can't lethal us. He hasn't got many resources, so hopefully he can't. I say that like I don't already know the outcome of this game. Alright. Looks the top three. Absolutely giga misses. Imperm, Crossout, and Imperm. That is unfortunate. Don't think he would lethal me even if he did hit it there, but even if he did hit a card there, but still. Alright, hits me for a little bit. Hits me again. Hits me again. And I think just makes a Zeus and passes. Also ends on a beauty first, which is a nice little negate for him. Sucks up my own card as well. And turns this one into the Zeus. Alright. Before adding his card draw back to his card and passing it over. Alright, again no Kaijus. Alright, so part of Extrav, gonna be drawing some more cards. Again, no Kaijus. So this is, honestly, it's a very unlucky game. But it's fine. Makanko retiring his Zeus. This forces him to either use the Zeus or just lose the Zeus, because this thing's gonna bounce it anyway. So he decides to use it. Not sure that was the correct play, since he loses, like, his entire field for it. But I guess he just didn't want this Makanko thing summoning out another monster. Kind of fair, I guess. But he loses, he literally nukes his own field for it, so... I don't know if that was worth it. I mean, it stopped me lethaling here, but it has like nothing left. Alright. Signing my ritual, sending another card to the grave. Equipping my card to his card. Beating into it. And not quite enough for lethal, but he's goddamn low. Yeah, actually, I didn't even draw into an actual Makanko monster here either. I had a really bad draws from my Extrap. Extremely unlucky. Alright. And this trap card's basically dead, by the way. Alright, so he's two monsters to go into an Azalea. He's then going to target my trap card. I can just use the trap card in response. I don't really care. And by the way, at any moment here, this card has a quick effect where I could attach the... stealing card from the graveyard to one of his monsters, so at any point I can just steal one of his cards whenever I feel like it. But instead of needing to use that effect at any point, my opponent goes to battle phase with his Sky Striker Ace, tries to destroy my monster, completely forgetting this thing is making my monster immune to destruction, and he bops himself. But in his defense, the guy said on Twitter it was 5 AM at his time, so that's his excuse. Just in case you guys are wondering. Alright, that's gonna do it for today's replays. Hope you guys enjoyed them. If you didn't, leave a like, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, play Makanko. This deck is hella fun, it's hella strong, and you won't regret it. Especially like the next Duelist Cup coming up, because that format, especially the Stage 2 format, loves going second decks or speed decks, and this is 100% a speed deck, so yeah, give it a shot. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to subscribe. Laters.
Hey, big brother, can I watch SpongeBob? Shut up, Mokuba. I'm busy flagging YouTube videos to compensate for the fact that I have an extremely small penis. Oh.